What's up, guys? Gilbert Burns right here again for another Sanabul breakdown. I'm here with my guy Vagner Rocha on his gym, VR MMA here. Vagner Rocha martial arts here in Hollywood, Florida. So just finished a great session. These guys, they helped me big time with my MMA Jiu Jitsu. He was in my corner a couple of times. He's my guy. If you're anywhere in the area in Florida, you should visit this guy right here. But now, UFC 295 main event, Alex Peiera against Jiri Prochazka. We saw the guillotine right there that Pereira was attacking. He didn't fully commit, and he ended up getting taken down. I'm going to give you a couple options right here when you go. So he started with the head inside, then he transitioned to a head outside single. He went to the guillotine. It looked super tight on the beginning, you can see. But Prochazka did a good job putting his head up and step in, see? But then Pereira kind of let go a little bit. He didn't know what to do. Couple things that I would do here, I work on my bottom leg right away. See the leg that he's grabbing the single? If I really commit, two things right here. You gotta commit if you're a grappler, right? If you're a grappler.
Sacrificial if you fall.
I don't like it, right?
It's a sacrifice. If you fall on bottom with a guillotine and you lose it, you're gonna get hurt.
Especially those light heavyweight guys. Those
big
guys
boys.
Are big. So if you're really going to a guillotine, you gotta rep that so many times, and you gotta make sure you have 100%. If you're not,
you gotta have a Gilbert Burns guillotine.
Otherwise, you're gonna work in the defense right away. I'm not gonna risk. Even me, if I go there, if he's 85%, 90%, I'm not going. If he's 100%, I'm going.
Why was Alex's guillotine not 100%?
He's not a natural grappler, right?
Yeah, I think he put some pressure to scare.
Just as a defense.
Yeah, it's kind of like scare the guy, and then his natural reaction was to kind of let up because he felt like if he kept doing it, he was going to waste energy. And I don't know. I think he could have done. There's many things we're going to talk about here that I think he could have done, and Gilbert agrees. So go, Gil. Let's put the back position.
If he comes right, and let's say I'm Pereira, I'm not a grappler, right? One thing that I'm going to do, I'm not going to let him put his head up. So if he puts that up, now Vagner is very strong right here. So if I'm looking for a defense, first thing that I'm gonna open, I'm gonna push his head down, and I'm out of the way. My hips are facing him.
Okay.
If my hips are here, he's in control. Whenever I push his head down, my hips gonna turn, and now I'm good. Right? If you're not a grappler, if you're not a grappler, right? If you're a striker, that's the first thing that I'm gonna do. So I think Vagner would do the same thing.
I would. First
right
thing
here,
is bury the
head down. Now I lose.
Boom. And out.
That's if you're not a grappler, that's the first thing to do. But now, let's change. If you are a grappler, if you're looking for the guillotine, first thing, no space between Vagner's neck and my grip. So I gotta make sure I'm super tight right here. My grip gotta be very uncomfortable for enough. See, if you see any space between my armpit and his neck, I don't have a guillotine. So if you're really going for, I need to get a good and nice bite. And one thing that I'm gonna do, I'm gonna hook his leg. So if anything goes wrong, I have my way up. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna bend my knee, and I'm gonna hook his hip like that. See it, come to the other side, you're gonna see a little bit better. When he's here, I'm gonna hook right here. Now I can turn. See? Now I'm good right here. I still can go to a guillotine, or I can transition here for anaconda, or even to a darce, or even if I miss here, I don't feel like it, I'm gonna scramble up, and I'm gonna end up on top. So I think those are my two options right here. Option number one, non-grappler, head down, face here with the hips. Option number two, make sure you have a nice grip, good outside hook, then to pull down. You do the same, or what do you do?
I like this counter. I used to use this a lot when guys would grab. I like off the guillotine using this here to kind of keep the head down, kind of using my hand behind, kind of like to take the back. I really like this. This keeps the head stuck, and it's hard for the guy to remove the head.
Very hard for me.
Yeah, and it gives me angle to kind of start running behind. As a grappler, I feel like the back is one of the places I want to get, and now even his arm is trapped as well inside, which makes it even better for me. Now I can have that hip heist here. I can get back up and I'm behind him, or I can stay riding in a position where I can take his back, pull him back down, and climb. So I don't have a strong guillotine. Gil's got one of the best guillotines I've ever seen, but this is a counter for me whenever I get front head lock, and the guy manages to fight, I use this position here to kind of turn the neck. This gives me a good look at a side look. As long as he doesn't take this arm over the hip to a double, watch, yo, take this arm. As long as if he does this, I'm done. But if I keep this blocked, it's hard for him. All right,
and
so
yeah,
it's very. This is a terrible grip.
It
cranks on your neck too. If I start crank on the neck.
You can elbow here too. Couple elbows there will hurt.
Little short elbows,
Yeah.
Boom, you know, keep you here. Even use this to turn a little bit. You know? That would be my option. If the head goes inside, then probably looking for some Kimura's series. But that was the head outside, so.
So, two things. Again, the most important thing on that breakdown. If you are a grappler and if you do have a good guillotine, go for it, but make sure you're 100%.
Yeah, don't sacrifice position over it, you know?
Otherwise, I'll try and his head's gonna pop up, the elbow punches, it changed the fight. If you are a striker, for sure you can do a little guillotine just to defend, but that was the mistake. Whenever Jiri was there, he did a good straight right here, you can see he was flexing, but then he tried to elbow, he tried a couple other things, then he lifted him up on the feet.
He got taken down on the single?
So, or you get out of here, but the head gotta goes down. Every time that Vagner step in, put the head up, okay, now I'm in trouble.
So, as a good question, at this point where Alex is on the wall, he should have known and made a commitment to either escaping or committing to the choke.
You gotta pick one of those. But again,
he did a really good job though, getting up even after he fell.
He's a striker. You know, little thing that would change. Little thing, he did a great job. He still get up, but little thing, you gotta know what to do. Or you're going to attack, or get out of the way. Don't be like, should I go? Should I not?
Yeah, the indecisive. I believe I see a lot of fights get lost on that. This transition in particular, you fall and you don't get a good guillotine, you end up on bottom, and you can lose a round and you can lose the fight because of that round. You know.
So don't go. Put the head down. The guy's here, face the guy out of there. But if you grapple, then try a tight guillotine or do the transition the Vagner show. So thank you guys so much. Hope you guys like it. Thank you, Vagner. And shout out to my guys at Sanabul. Let's go.